Hello everybody, and welcome back to Lost Odyssey. Welcome back also to the city of Saman. We're coming from the experimental staff. I'm Chocolate Milk. And we made it back safely. And the ship sinks as soon as we get there. That's real comforting. But, you know, we made it back safely, and looks like this town is really kind of back to normal now. It's a really nice town now that it's not completely creepy and zombified. We've lost the only ship in town. I guess we can forget about going to Gotsa. But one of the townspeople will tell us in a short second here, the lightning melted the glacier blocking the road to Gotsa. You still have to go through the ice canyon, but at least you can go to Gotsa. So that's good news for us because we can actually get to where we've been needing to go ever since we came to Tosca village there a little while ago. Alright, so now we're going to do a few things in this city here before we leave to the ice canyon. This door on the right hand side here wasn't open before, but now we can go in here, and it serves a very important purpose. So it's called the Emporium. The first little stall here is of course a shop. We can buy anything that we need to buy. It's the same stuff as before that we bought before we had left, so if you hadn't picked that up before, feel free. And then I think there's a few pots around here to raid. But the Emporium is a place where you can pick up things that you have missed in dungeons that you can't go back to. For example, I think I missed one item in the experimental staff that I can never go back and get. So we're gonna go pick that up. And then we can see if I missed anything else. And then you can buy them, and then those items aren't missing anymore. So if you go down to this little screen here, it's like an auction house. So talk to the dude in the yellow. I heard they got some really hot stuff for the auction today. So that means that there's something that you've missed. So all you're going to do is join in the auction. And it's just like any auction. You bet on the item and you of course want to buy it. Some of the stuff is like a cheap ripoff. Like it just costs so much and you would never pay that much for it. You know, if you would find it, but if you're going for the treasure trove achievement, you do want to buy stuff from here. So just keep betting and hopefully you win. If you don't win, don't worry, the items will never disappear and you can come back and get them at any time. So I think I'm going to win this auction, I hope. Yes, I did. Alright, so that item that I missed, I now have. And that's one more item added to the list for the treasure trove achievement. So if you missed anything in a area you can never go back to, this is where to come and get them. And it looks like that's the only thing that I've missed so far, which is pretty good. I know exactly where that item was that I missed it, and as soon as I finished the experimental staff I realized it and I felt kind of dumb, but that's it for that. Just wanted to show the auction house off really quickly. And I think for the time being we're just gonna go and we'll rest at the inn first, and then we'll take care of the rest of the stuff in the city that we couldn't do before. So just head towards the inn. And the kids are really tired. I would be tired too, I don't blame them.
So what's really going on? You know, Gongora called you guys the real traitors.
So now they're going to talk about the course of action they're going to take.
Obviously, Gongora robbed us of our memories. He's the traitor.
But we still don't remember what our mission was in coming to this world.
Sarah, was there anything about this in your journals?
No, not about our mission. There was something about where we came from, however. We came from a pure, untarnished world. Two different worlds on a shared axis converged, which caused disturbances in our home world. Our minds came to this world, where we acquired bodies and began what we call living. During that time, I wondered constantly what the meaning of that existence was, and why we were seemingly immortal on this world. I began researching to find
So
some
that's a pretty
answers.
interesting concept,
I just want
that
the facts.
they're actually spirits and that they just
Facts.
acquired
If
bodies,
the
which is
record
pretty
of
cool,
1,000
I
years
think.
shows that I am really a traitor, then I'll have to accept that and pay the price. If the truth is that I've caused the deaths I've seen, then I'll have to pay the price.
That can't be true.
As long as our memories aren't complete, Gangora holds the upper hand. We've got to go after him.
So that's why we're going to Goatsa. Oh, and why Ming's gonna use her charm when we get there. Like it.
Kaim, the only thing we can do is seek the truth. Fortunately, we have plenty of time.
Alright, so that is the course of action. Now, I think all we gotta do is just rest, but let's just talk to everybody to see if they say anything interesting. The children must be exhausted, they're sleeping like babies. Yeah, that's not interesting. I won't let Gangora get away with this. Making a face like that is gonna give you more wrinkles. Okay, that's moderately interesting compared to what the rest of these people had to say. Yeah, okay, you're all boring. So try to leave, and then Jansen will ask you if you want to rest. And then you guys rest for the night. And then you wake up in the morning on the bottom floor of the inn. So now we can head out, and we're going to do the rest of the stuff in the city. So the first thing you're going to do in Saman, you can see over here, you approach the stand where the crow used to be. And it's like a fruit stand now. But if you approach it, you get a dream. And the dream is bright rain. So we're getting dreams filled up too as we go along. Getting a pretty good collection of them. Next we can go to this group of guys arguing over here. Talk to them, and the three of them are arguing. Well, more so, two of them are picking on the one guy, accusing him of stealing because one of the dude's money went missing. So Jansen's going to get the situation. Apparently the guy they're accusing has stolen something before, so, you know, he would obviously steal it now. So once you got the situation, talk to the guy they're accusing of stealing. And when he asks you if he's a thief, say not at all. And then what'll happen is the guy will tell you that he definitely didn't do it, you know, claim his innocence, all of that crap. So he was near the store, but he didn't steal it, I guess. He'll tell us that a strange crow startled him to death. I saw it fly out of the store carrying this heavy-looking bag in its beak. And that was the crow that we saw before when the town was kind of like zombified. So we gotta go look for the coins. Now the guy will say it's by the big tree in town, but I don't think it's over here. I think it's over by the stand. I don't see any sparkling items over here. Okay, where did it go? It's around here somewhere. Okay, there it is. It's on the box here by the stand. So pick it up, and we'll give them back the money. The shady-looking crow must have stolen it. So it was the crow, and he's gone now. So it's not like they would punish a crow anyways. That doesn't usually happen. So you get a general's pen out of it. And then once that's done, talk to the guy one more time. No, not that guy. The guy that was accused. There we go. He'll give us a treasure hunt tidbit. And it's actually in the city, so we don't have to go very far to get that treasure. But first, before we get that treasure, because it's at the port, we're going to go back to this guy's house. if you remember before, if I can friggin' get in the door, there we go. If you remember from before, this was the guy that was like sitting here, like looking at this big pile of money, and he was like possessed by the money kind of thing. Don't give me that smooth talk. Where'd your mountain of coins go? Mountain of coins? How rude of you! I'll have you know I'm an honest, decent, and well-respected trader. Mountains of coins, nonsense. So apparently, he is lying about his big mountain of coins now that he's not. I guess he's in his right mind now. So he'll tell us to get out of his house. And once we do, we'll see this guy come up, and his name is Investigator Zect. I'm an investigator Zect. I'm conducting an inquiry about the guy. He's apparently in the black market, so that's not a good business to be in. Now, we give him the secret ledger. We pick that up in his kind of like cabinet earlier on in the game. And that's who this is for. So when he asks, give him the secret sales ledger, and then go back inside the guy's house after you've given him the ledger one last time, and you'll see that it's just the investigator here. We finally managed to take him into custody, so they arrested him because I guess they had proof that he's in the black market with the ledger. So we get some stuff out of it, a ring and a sword, so not too shabby. Now we can get that treasure hunt information. So now the last thing to do in this city, pretty much the last thing, is to go to the port. And the treasure hunt information was that it's at the very, very tip of the port. So you're gonna go to the very, very end of the pier and kind of search around here. And there we go. We get the spell splitter. Now we gotta backtrack all the way back to the city. It's a lot of running around, but it's best to get this all done when we're in the city. Is there anything else I want to do before I leave? I think there's another treasure hunt piece of information that we can get before we leave that's actually going to help us in the next area. I just forget who to talk to. It's in the tavern somewhere. So just give me a second, because I just gotta talk to a few people here. It's broken. Okay, so the jukebox is broken. That kind of reminds me of Banjo-Tooie. I don't know if you guys ever played that game, but in Banjo-Tooie, the jukebox is broken. Okay, it's this guy. I've got some juicy information. They say there were 2 monster kings lived in the ice canyon. The bigger one's encased in a glacier. Rumor has it that the bigger one hid a treasure under his own feet. Okay, so this is going to be something of use when we go to the ice canyon. So we can pick that up when we go there, which is our next destination, and we are going to be going there in the next video. So that's it for the city of Saman. I'm going to use the save point over here. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will be seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.